This is ZNN with Jamie Cooper.
And good Friday morning. This is a live edition of ZNN, hosted the first part of this, as always, by the Athens News-Courier. Here's what's on the front page of the Courier on this Friday morning. We're heading into possibly a rainy weekend tomorrow and then getting better as we progress. Today, going to be absolutely glorious. All right, election qualifying ends today. All right, so if anybody knows something I don't, please give me a call right now. Anyone with local or state political aspirations for the upcoming election needs to qualify by 5 p.m. today. Limestone County Democrats, there's a whole list of them on the front page today in the News-Courier. Of course, we added one yesterday I didn't see in here when we announced Paul Kane was running against the sheriff. Now, I don't know if Gloria told y'all this or not a minute ago. I don't remember. But you cannot run against your employer if you're a deputy or whatever, working for a sheriff, might be like, you can't run against him unless you resign. I think that's right. Doc Oliver, I know you're watching this morning. If you have any political aspirations, please give us a call this morning. You endorse and let me know where I can get it cranking. All right. Man arrested for theft, resale of books from Athens State University. How'd that go, Frank?
Not too good.
An unemployed Huntsville man stands accused of stealing at least 30 textbooks worth more than $2,500 from Athens State University. Here's a picture of him. He was arrested Wednesday at Calhoun College. He'd been stealing and reselling books at other bookstores since the first part of December. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we'll have an interview with my old next-door neighbor, Bubba's Catering out at Hampton Cove Way. But they got a thing on. Yesterday was the first day of turkey season. It's been 30 years since he got a turkey, and he'll tell us about that big one he got. But here's a picture this morning talking about how to keep tabs on turkeys. Somewhere in the grassy groves, Limestone County, a family of wild turkeys is getting a crack at reality television. It says like a tail-feathered TV version of the Osbournes or Gene Simmons' family jewels. By the way, I interviewed Gene Simmons back many, many years ago. They're being filmed with tree-mounted game cameras as they go by their day-to-day lives. Not only the cameras aren't running for ratings, but rather research. But that's on the front page this morning of the News-Courier. Now, here's an event that I have covered several times. It's really... Athens State's going to be putting on a cow bingo. Now, what that means is that's going to be next Friday over at Beasley Field. Now, a lot of schools do this across Alabama. Actually, I don't know if they know this or not, that is considered illegal. Now, what you do, they're going to do the field off in squares, and you're going to buy a chance, $5 or $10, whatever it's going to be here. Starts next Friday, April 9th at Beasley Field, $10. What you do, you buy a square, they're going to turn this cow loose. I don't know if it's coming from one of your cows, not Matthew from Chick-fil-A. But when they get the cow out there, wherever the cow takes a dump, if it's on your square, well, you win all the money. In the past, when I have done that story, I did it over in Rogersville at the Lauderdale County High School over there, that is considered gambling, a form of gambling, and might be considered illegal. Just warning you. I saw Mr. Tony Gooch's ad in the paper this morning, Precision Defense Systems. Tony, when I asked you to plug us in here, I meant where it would be seen, not a speck in the corner. Well, it ain't good. So it needs to be seen on Cooper and Company, airing Tuesday through Fridays live, 6 to 7 a.m., replaying at noon and 9, and live streaming on jamiecooper.com. After all, Tony, it's not all about you. All right. And last thing here from the News-Courier this morning, Athens High School Alec Dunn signs a scholarship recently to play at Faulkner University. There's his parents, and there's Coach Alan Creasy. I can't wait for football season to get cranking. And one other thing, don't forget, coming up Sunday morning, weather permitting at 6:30 at Athens State Founders Hall, Edwin Jenkins, the minister over at First Baptist, they will be doing a sunrise service. So weather permitting, Matthew, I'm sure you'll be there. 6:30. Are you going? 6:30, isn't it? I think it's 6:30. If it's raining, it will be moved indoors. But it ain't no need of going indoors. Do it. It's got to have the sun coming up. Makes it beautiful that time of day. Anyway, that's it from the News. on this Friday morning.